Hello, smoking hot couple fans. It's about midnight, about to get the brisket on the smoker. Thanks for tuning in. A little bit of a change up in the game plan here. Using the Rec Teq Heifer Dust rub. It's got salt, pepper, of course, garlic, chili powder, paprika, onion, and parsley. So a little more than I usually do on the brisket, but trimmed it up nicely. Got it all rubbed up. It is now kind of just sitting here. My smoker is getting preheated 225. Game plan going into this 225 all the way through, hopefully. I want to wrap this in butcher paper after it gets through the stall. We'll kind of see, how this smoke goes. Every smoke goes a little differently, but excited to get this on here. Planning to get this right on at midnight. Let it ride till 5. At 5 a.m. start spritzing it. Once it gets through the stall, like I said, wrap it up and we'll kind of go from there. So here we go. Gonna get on the smoker here real shortly. So just checking in on my Rec Teq 700. I don't think that. It's coming up nicely now. 225. We are preheated. I'm using. Hard to see. I got my light on. I'm using the water pan. So I got water in there, and I've got a mat down. That I think I'm going to try for the brisket to put down. So we're preheated. I'm going to throw the brisket on here momentarily. Minnesota barbecue, trying to take a step up. I'm trying to make a name for Minnesota barbecue. We're going to get the brisket on. Here we go. I'm fired up. Excited to see what we can do overnight here. So I'm going to throw this on. And then at about 5 a.m. I'm going to start spritzing, see where we're at. Not going to peek, not going to lift the lid. I'm going to go I'm going to sleep here after this. I might clean up the kitchen a little bit, but then I'm going to sleep. So let's get this thing on. Let's go to work. Let's get smoking. Lay it and leave it. I coach lacrosse as well, right? So I'm a defensive mind. Lay the check, leave the check, get on the bottom hand. Here we go. Let's lay the meat. Let's go to work. Excited to see how this looks here in a few hours, early in the morning. Good morning, smoking hot couple. Welcome back. 4 a.m. right now, and this light's kind of weird, but spritzing time. Meat's been on for about 4 hours. We're gonna take a peek. I'm gonna make up a spritz. You can use kind of whatever you want. Some people use whiskey, some people use water, apple juice, apple cider vinegar, any combination of that. I'm gonna use a little surprise, some sort of combination of that, but use whatever you want. I'm gonna spritz it starting now, about once an hour, until we wrap the sucker. So here we go. Good morning. Here we go. Get a cappuccino if you're up. All right, it is 8 a.m. Smoker still at 225 Rec Teq. The temp hasn't moved. Groot out here helping me this morning on the grill, on the smoker. He's running around. He's buzzing around. We're having a good time. So we're 8 hours into this smoke. Now things, can start getting interesting, right? The bark might be ready to go. We'll see. I've been starting to, we've been spritzing every hour. So now let's see where the bark's at, within, with 8 hours in. Ooh, we're getting close. Getting close to that. That's what we're looking like right now. Really good, really close. But not quite ready to wrap. Bark wise, not ready to wrap. So we're gonna keep spritzing. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're gonna start temping this. I'm gonna say in an hour. We're gonna start temping this as well. I haven't checked the temp yet. I have no clue what the temp's at. I'm just going by the bark right now. All right, so just moved the brisket in the back right. Just got a little spritz. We're in the middle of the stall right now, stuck at about 175. I'm gonna try to get this thing up to about 180. I want to get a little more bark on this thing. Get some of that seasoning worked in a little bit more. Get the water pan. We're gonna throw a couple of ribs on. That'll be talked about in another video. But yeah, getting some ribs on. Had to make some real estate on the smoker here. Here we go. So did some rearranging. Put the ribs over here. Actually, water pan. Wanted to still have room for that. Brisket in the back. Here we go. Let's get it. And here is the brisket. Brisket got up to 180 degrees. This is my first time actually trying butcher paper. So first time using butcher paper, and we got a good bark on it, so I'm feeling good. And then this is actually my first time using beef tallow as well. A little secret ingredient I got from a couple of online folks. I think originally people think that Aaron Franklin uses it. So I'm going to give it a run here. I'm going to put it underneath like you see, and I'm going to put it over the top as well. Hopefully it'll keep it moist and help the cooking process the rest of the way. So we're going to wrap it up 180 degrees, and then we're going to keep it wrapped until it gets up to 200 to 205, somewhere in that range.
Truffle almonds.
Almond. So you saw my wife there get a good recording of me struggling to get the butcher paper off. It was super moist, and she wasn't able to get the recording. She shut the recording down, and she helped me kind of get everything unwrapped and avoid any spillage all over the floor. But here is the final picture after we cut it all up. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. You know, it could have been a little bit better in a couple of spots. A couple of spots were, you know, a little tough. So I'm not sure if I overcooked it, if it maybe overcooked a little bit in the cooler, or if I undercooked it. I don't think I undercooked it. So if you have any tips or tricks or insight into why, you know, some of the areas may have gotten a little bit tougher, you know, feel free to comment. Feel free to give me advice. This was my first time cooking on my new Rec Teq 700. First time cooking a brisket. So I'm still learning this cooker. I'm still learning this smoker and how everything goes. But you know, super excited to do more briskets on here and keep improving. But you know, pretty happy. Got a good reaction from the family members, and they seem pretty happy with it. So it was an easy cook overall, and I'm excited to do another hopefully big cook for family soon. We got more content coming. We got more in the woodworks, so excited to keep keep sharing, what we're doing here in the Smoking Hot Couple family. Thanks for tuning in, and like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you.